Okay, let's dive straight in. Today we're talking about the Service Design Global Conference 2025, SDGC 25.
That's the one. Yeah, the big one from the Service Design Network. It's their 18th annual conference.
Right, and it feels like it gets bigger every year. So our goal today is, give everyone the essential shortcut. What is it, when, and where, and maybe most importantly, how can you follow along online? Because let's face it, not everyone can just jet off to Dallas.
Exactly. And the theme this year really sets the stage. It's business transformation by design, leading modern organizations through service design.
Okay, so that sounds pretty high level, not just for designers tinkering away.
Not at all. I mean, the whole point seems to be bridging that gap, getting service designers talking directly with leaders in strategy, operations, technology, the people who actually sign off on big changes.
So it's trying to get design out of its silo.
Precisely. The objective is making it a core part of organizational leadership, not just a department.
Which means if you're listening and you're maybe grappling with strategic change, maybe in public service or healthcare, government, this is probably relevant for you too.
Absolutely. It's really framed for anyone interested in how these design approaches can drive, well, pretty significant shifts across different kinds of organizations.
And the scale definitely reflects that ambition. You mentioned past conferences, Helsinki, Berlin. What kind of numbers are we talking?
Yeah, looking back, places like Helsinki and Copenhagen pulled in over 3,500 people combined, both on-site and online.
Wow.
And that's from over 60 countries. It's genuinely global.
That's a huge undertaking. The SDN Dallas chapter is hosting this year, right, in partnership.
That's right. And the sheer volume of content is pretty staggering. We're talking over 80 hours of material.
80 hours.
Yep. And something like 120 plus keynotes, speakers, facilitators, all digging into that transformation theme.
Okay, so it's definitely a deep dive event.
For sure. And that scale shows up in who attends, too. It's not just, design agencies sending their teams.
Right, you see representation from.
Well, the sources mention consulting, healthcare, finance, tech, education, government, retail, transport, hospitality, even manufacturing. It's broad.
And the job titles, are they reflecting that strategic aim you mentioned?
I think so. Yeah, it's not just service designer. You've got systems thinkers, foresight specialists, people looking 5-10 years down the road.
Product managers, CX people.
Exactly. And crucially, digital transformation strategists, they're all there trying to figure out how design actually works as a lever for change.
So it really earns that global conference name.
It seems like it, especially with strong expected attendance from, well, all over the map. North, Central, South America, Australia, Europe, Africa, Asia. It really shows this need for strategic design thinking isn't limited by geography.
Okay, let's get practical then. For anyone thinking of going or even just tracking it, when and where? The basic logistics.
Right. So it sticks to that 3-day format. It's running Wednesday, October 15th through Friday, October 17th.
And the where is Dallas, Texas.
Specifically, the pavilion at Toyota Music Factory. It's in the Las Colinas area, Irving, which is part of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex.
Is it easy to get to for people flying in?
Seems pretty convenient, actually. About a 15-minute Uber ride from DFW Airport, maybe 20 minutes from Dallas Love Field. So, yeah, access looks good.
Any other small print? Parking?
Yeah, they mentioned self-parking is about $15 a day per car. Just something to factor in.
Okay, let's talk schedule structure. 3 days. How does it break down?
So day one, that's Wednesday the 15th, is all about the workshops. These are hands-on sessions.
And those need a separate ticket, usually.
Yes, you have to purchase those separately from the main conference pass. Important note there.
I gotcha. Anything else on Wednesday?
There is, actually. For SDN members, there's a free in-person members-only event that evening, which sounds like a pretty key networking opportunity if you're a member and you're there.
Okay, and then days 2 and 3.
Thursday and Friday, the 16th and 17th, those are your main conference days, keynotes, tracks, all that stuff. Starts around 8:00 a.m. with registration and opening remarks.
And it runs right through Friday evening.
Pretty much. There's a closing event on Friday evening, starts at 7:00 p.m. Again, check your ticket package. You might need separate registration or a specific ticket for that one, too.
All right, let's get to the really juicy stuff, the content.
Yeah.
Because that's where the strategic value lies, right? What are some highlights? Speakers.
The speaker lineup looks strong. Keynotes include Katrina Alcorn. She's VP of Experience, Strategy, and Innovation at Sam's Club.
Oh, interesting. So a real C-suite perspective from a huge retailer.
Exactly. And then you've got the duo Peter Merholtz and Jesse James Garrett. They're always thought-provoking when it comes to, where design is heading.
Definitely names people will recognize. What else stands out in the program?
For me, it's the pixel debates. I think this format is fascinating.
The pixel debates. What's
Yeah.
that?
They basically pick experts against each other on really contentious topics in the field, creates a bit of friction, makes you think.
Okay, like what kind of topics?
Well, on day 2, the debate is design belongs in the boardroom, which, that hits the conference theme head on.
Right, that makes sense.
But then on day 3, they flip it. The debate is design in every team kills design.
Wait, hang on. How could having design everywhere be a bad thing? That sounds counterintuitive. Doesn't that dilute the expertise or something?
That's precisely the tension they'll be digging into. The argument is if you spread design thinking too thin across every single team, marketing, HR, finance, whatever, does it lose its rigor? Does it become shallow?
Ah, I see. So the risk is you sort of democratize it so much that you don't actually need the deep specialist anymore.
Exactly. Does putting it everywhere paradoxically undermine its strategic power at the highest levels? That debate sounds like, honestly, mandatory listening for anyone in a leadership role thinking about design's role.
Okay, that is compelling. Very interesting. What about specific company examples? Are they showcasing how this transformation stuff actually works?
Yeah, absolutely. There are deep dives from big names. There's a panel on service design at Chase, a seat at the table, again, hitting that integration theme.
Hmm.
Zillow is presenting on integrating digital and human experiences, which sounds very practical, focused on delivery.
Right?
And Equinix is sharing their journey, embedding service design into their global strategy. These aren't just theories, they're case studies of how established companies are making that shift from being aware of design to actually being led by it.
That's the kind of content people can take back and use.
Yeah.
It's really valuable.
Definitely seems like the focus.
We should probably also mention the awards, right?
Oh, yeah, good point. The Service Design Award ceremony happens on day 2. It recognizes great work in commercial projects, nonprofit and public sector work, and also student projects. Always good to see the practical application.
Okay, let's shift gears now to what might be the most crucial part for a lot of our listeners. How do you actually follow all this? How do you tap into this deep dive if you can't get to Dallas? The virtual pathway.
Right, this is key. The central hub for everyone, whether you're there in person or joining online, is the RingCentral Events platform.
RingCentral Events. Okay.
That's where you'll find the full program. You can submit Q&A during the sessions, network with other attendees. It's basically your virtual conference hall.
And they're doing stuff before the main event to get people connected online.
They are, yeah. They call them Program Plus Virtual Events. These are included with your conference ticket, and they run on Zoom. It's a smart way to kind of warm everyone up.
And they'll start?
Pretty early, actually, October 1st. They've got something called the Cozy Juicy Reel Kickoff event.
Cozy, juicy, real.
Haha, yeah. It's designed for networking, a bit of a welcome from the hosts, and importantly, a walkthrough of that RingCentral platform so everyone knows how to use it.
And they're doing multiple times for global folks.
Yep, 2 identical sessions on October 1st, one early morning, one midday, Dallas time, CST, to try and catch different time zones.
Smart. Then what? More pre-conference content.
Yes. Then it gets into more specific learning and networking with the pregame plunge sessions. Monday, October 6th looks particularly interesting.
Oh, yeah. Who's speaking?
Erica Flowers is giving a talk with a title that really jumps out. Service Design is Dead, The Birth of Probability Design.
Whoa. Okay. Service design is dead.
Yeah.
It's provocative. What's probability design? Is she serious about the dead part?
Well, from the description, it seems tied to the rise of AI, specifically these more autonomous agentic systems. Traditional service design often maps out predictable user journeys, right?
Like a flowchart.
Exactly. Probability design seems to suggest that as AI agents get more involved, experiences become less predictable, more probabilistic. So designers need to shift from designing fixed paths to designing systems that can handle that inherent uncertainty.
Okay, that makes more sense. So it's not dead, but evolving really fast because of AI, designing for uncertainty rather than predictability.
That seems to be the gist. It's a really strategic shift in thinking, and it ties right into another talk that same day, Jeannie Joshi, on the business case for AI governance.
Ah, connecting the concept to the practical reality of managing AI in an organization. Okay, that's a powerful pairing.
Definitely. And the pregame stuff continues on Tuesday, October 7th. You've got Bruno Montero talking about something called Undesigned for Digital Transformation.
Undesigned, what's that about? Sounds like taking things away.
That seems to be the core idea. It often refers to strategically simplifying things, removing complexity, streamlining processes, maybe even cutting features or structures that get in the way of the core service, making simplicity the actual design goal.
Almost like strategic subtraction. Less is more, but as an enterprise strategy.
Kind of, yeah. And also on Tuesday, Kurthau is focusing on scaling financial services for low-income women, which brings in a really important equity and access perspective to design.
Good to see that breadth. Any other pre-event things?
There's one more bonus event mentioned, a prototype run of the service design games on Espanol on Saturday, October 11th. So an opportunity there for the Spanish-speaking community.
Okay, so lots of ways to engage beforehand digitally. What about ongoing connection during and after?
For networking, they invite attendees to join the SDGC Slack channel. This connects you with people from current and past conferences.
So community space.
Right. But they do add a little disclaimer. It's not really monitored for official conference help or questions. For that, you still need to go through the official email channels.
Got it. Good to know. And feedback, I assume they want feedback.
Oh yeah, they encourage it. There's usually a short survey link shared for attendees to give their thoughts.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. What we've mapped out here is really a global gathering focused on making service design a serious strategic force for changing how organizations work.
Exactly. Moving it from a tool designers use to a mindset leaders adopt.
And whether you're planning to be in Dallas for those pixel debates or you're logging into Ring Central for the kickoff events, you hopefully now have a much clearer picture of what's happening, when, and how to get the most out of it. You've got the roadmap.
You're equipped now to navigate those 80-plus hours of content, whether in person or online.
So as we wrap up, what's the final thought, something for people to chew on as they maybe check out the full program?
Well, thinking about all this content, especially those pregame talks on probability design and AI transformation and the focus on agentic systems, it raises a big question for the field itself.
Which is?
How fast does service design practice need to change? I mean, if AI agents are fundamentally reshaping experiences, can current service design methods even keep up, let alone lead the transformation? Are we designing for humans or increasingly designing with or even for these autonomous agents?
Right. Is the toolkit evolving fast enough for the reality that's merging?
Exactly. That shift, I think, is the really profound strategic challenge bubbling under the surface of this whole conference. It's something everyone involved in design or strategy probably needs to be thinking about.
That is a fantastic question to end on. A real strategic challenge indeed. Okay, you definitely have a massive head start now on understanding SDGC 25. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.